What if your hidden love at work gets exposed, and you lose everything you fought for? Lorenzo Ramirez stood in the sterile conference room at Chicago O'Hare, his Navy uniform crisp, but his hands trembling inside the pockets. The email had arrived at 6:12 a.m. Mandatory wellness transparency interview, selected at random. United Wings Airline's brand new policy, sold to the public as safety first for every crew, required every employee to disclose any personal stressor that could affect performance. Social media scans, relationship status, even therapy notes, all fair game now. America cheered it on after last year's pilot burnout tragedy. Lorenzo, 32, senior flight attendant with 8 flawless years, felt the floor tilt. Across the terminal, Vincent Hale, 34, broad-shouldered ground supervisor who kept every 777 in perfect shape, texted him, "Babe, it's just paperwork. Breathe." They had hidden their relationship for 5 years, stolen weekends and Denver layovers, quiet kisses and cargo shadows, never a photo, never a slip. Lorenzo's conservative Texas family still thought he was too busy for dating. Vincent's Boston parents believed he was focused on career. One policy, one interview, and the lie could explode. The interviewer, MS. Carla Ruiz from HR, smiled too kindly. "Lorenzo, we noticed elevated stress indicators on your last psych eval. Any undisclosed relationships or personal conflicts?" He swallowed. The question drilled straight into the secret he had guarded since his first flight out of Dallas. Outside the window, a plane taxied past, its lights blinking like a warning. He thought of Vincent's laugh at 2 a.m. in a LaGuardia hotel, the way Vincent always packed extra socks because Lorenzo forgot his. Love that simple, now suddenly illegal to hide. By the time he left the room, his shirt clung with sweat. He found Vincent in the crew lounge, pretending to check a tablet. "They asked about partners," Lorenzo whispered. Vincent's jaw tightened. "Did you say anything?" "Not yet." But both knew the clock had started. That night in their shared apartment in Evanston, they sat on the couch without touching, the city lights of Chicago mocking their silence. Lorenzo's phone buzzed, his sister in Austin. "Mom saw the news about the airline policy. You okay, little bro?" The first crack. The next morning the policy made national headlines. United Wings leads the way. Public overwhelmingly approves scrutiny for safer skies. Comment sections filled with praise and a few furious voices. Lorenzo boarded Flight 1472 to Los Angeles feeling like every passenger could see the weight on his chest. Vincent waved from the jet bridge, their usual signal, 2 fingers to the heart, now feeling like a goodbye. In seat 12, a mother asked for extra water. Lorenzo smiled on autopilot while inside he rehearsed every possible answer for tomorrow's follow-up interview. The plane climbed above the clouds, and for one brief moment the world looked clean, untouched. Then turbulence hit, mirroring the storm building below. By the time wheels touched LAX, Lorenzo had decided he would tell the truth. But truth had teeth. Back in Chicago, the second interview felt like an interrogation. Carla slid a tablet across the table showing a blurred photo. Someone had snapped Vincent and him laughing too close at a staff barbecue last summer. Colleague concern raised. "Care to explain?" Lorenzo's voice cracked. "Vincent Hale is my partner." The words hung in the air like cabin pressure dropping. Carla's eyebrows rose, not with shock, but with protocol. "We'll need to speak with Mr. Hale as well. Fraternization guidelines are being reviewed under the new transparency rules." Vincent waited outside, fists clenched. When Lorenzo emerged, pale, they walked to the parking garage in silence until Vincent exploded. "You told them?" "Without us talking first." Misunderstanding bloomed instantly. Lorenzo felt betrayed by Vincent's anger. Vincent felt abandoned by Lorenzo's solo confession. They drove home arguing, the radio playing cheerful commercials about unity in the skies. That evening Lorenzo's phone rang, his father in Texas, voice tight. "Son, a friend sent me the airline news. Anything you want to tell us?" The family secret was leaking faster than he could plug it. At work the next day rumors spread. Colleague Marcus, a veteran gate agent known for conservative views, smirked in the break room. "Heard some interesting things about you and the mechanic, Ramirez." Lorenzo ignored it, but the damage was done. On the flight to New York that afternoon, turbulence again, literal and emotional. A passenger recognized him from a viral policy article and asked loudly, "Are you the guy in the news?" Vincent, back in Chicago, received his own summons. Their texts grew shorter, colder. In Manhattan, Lorenzo met his college friend Elena for coffee near JFK. She hugged him hard. "You've carried this alone too long." Her words cracked something open. That night he called Vincent. "I'm scared, but I'm done hiding." Vincent's reply came soft. Me too. But if I lose this job, my little sister's tuition, sacrifice already casting its shadow. They agreed to face the next HR meeting together. Dawn brought the joint session. Carla read the policy update. Relationships between crew and ground staff now require disclosure and possible reassignment. Public opinion online cheered the fairness. Marcus had filed the anonymous tip. Betrayal confirmed when Lorenzo saw the email trail by accident. Vincent's face hardened. We fight this. Their hands brushed under the table, the first touch in days, electric with both fear and resolve. Outside, snow began falling on Chicago, blanketing the city that suddenly felt too small for their love. The leak exploded on social media by evening. A blurry photo of Lorenzo and Vincent holding hands in the garage circled with the caption, United Wings hiding gay romance. Public divided. Most supported the policy for safety, but thousands rallied under love should not be scrutinized. Lorenzo's family video called en masse. His mother cried. His father said, we raised you better than this lie. The pain cut deeper than any HR warning. Vincent's parents in Boston were kinder, but worried about his career. On a red-eye to Seattle, Lorenzo worked the cabin while replaying his father's words. A young gay passenger in row 23 noticed his red eyes and whispered, whatever it is, you're not alone. That small kindness fueled him. Landing in Seattle, he found Vincent had flown out to support him, a bold move that risked both their jobs. They met in a rainy hotel lobby, soaked and exhausted, and finally held each other without hiding. We choose us, Vincent said. Back home the confrontation escalated. Marcus cornered Lorenzo in the locker room. This policy protects passengers from distractions. You should thank me. Lorenzo's response was quiet steel. Thank you for showing me who my real friends are. That night they drafted a joint statement to HR, refusing reassignment. The airline, feeling public pressure, paused action but scheduled a hearing. Lorenzo flew to Austin on his days off to face family. His sister hugged him at the airport. His mother served dinner in silence until she asked, does he make you happy? The question broke years of ice. Vincent joined via video, charming and honest, and for the first time Lorenzo saw possibility in his father's eyes. Yet the return flight brought new crisis. HR emailed. One of them must transfer to another hub or face suspension. The choice loomed like a storm front. In the apartment, they argued again, this time with tears. Vincent offered to quit so Lorenzo could keep seniority. Lorenzo refused, insisting they both fight. Misunderstanding healed into deeper understanding. They researched labor laws, contacted a gay pilots association, and prepared for the hearing. Snow turned to sleet outside, but inside warmth grew. A single text from Elena. The world is watching. Make it count. The hearing day arrived under crisp blue skies at headquarters. Cameras waited outside. The policy had become national debate. Lorenzo and Vincent walked in together, uniforms pressed, hands steady. Inside, executives cited safety statistics while public opinion polls flashed on screen, showing 68% approval for scrutiny. Marcus testified against them. Then Lorenzo spoke. This policy forced me to stop lying, but it also taught me that love is never a distraction. Fear is. Vincent added, we kept passengers safe for years while hiding. Now we'll keep them safe while being honest. The room shifted. A female executive nodded. Outside, supporters chanted. During recess, Vincent pulled Lorenzo aside, near the window overlooking the runway. No matter what, we fly together. They kissed quickly, hidden by a pillar, their first public risk moment. Back inside, the decision, no suspension, but mandatory sensitivity training and reassignment option declined. Victory tasted bittersweet because Marcus received only a warning. That evening they celebrated quietly with Elena and two supportive crew members. Yet betrayal lingered. Lorenzo discovered Marcus had leaked more photos. Anger flared, but Vincent calmed him. We rise above. On the next flight to Miami, Lorenzo felt lighter serving passengers, smiling genuinely. Vincent coordinated ground ops with new pride. Family progress continued. His mother sent a care package with a note. Proud of your courage. But society pushed back. Online hate comments targeted their names. One night Lorenzo broke down. What if we lose everything? Vincent held him. Then we build new everything. The high point came during a layover in Miami Beach when they walked hand in hand on the sand for the first time, waves whispering approval. Awakening stirred. Lorenzo realized hiding had shrunk him. Truth expanded him. Tension peaked when the airline announced a compromise policy tweak, still requiring disclosure but now offering support groups. Public cheered again. Marcus, however, escalated by filing a complaint claiming hostile environment. Lorenzo and Vincent faced a final mediation. In the room, Lorenzo sacrificed. He volunteered to transfer to Los Angeles base so Vincent could stay in Chicago with family needs. Vincent refused, offering his own transfer instead. Their mutual sacrifice moved even the mediator. Outside, a reporter caught them. Lorenzo answered calmly, "Love taught us to choose each other over comfort." The clip went viral, shifting opinion further. Family fully reconciled when Lorenzo's father flew in unannounced and shook Vincent's hand. Colleague betrayal resolved when Marcus, facing his own review, apologized privately. Growth on both sides. On a turbulent flight from LA to New York, Lorenzo handled an anxious passenger with newfound empathy, Vincent coordinating flawless ground support. They spoke mid-flight via internal channel. "We made it." Landing brought the sweetest moment. The crew applauded them quietly in the galley. Yet one last misunderstanding. Vincent thought Lorenzo regretted the exposure. A honest midnight talk dissolved it. They decided to stay in Chicago, fight for policy change together. Sacrifice complete, they chose shared path. Months later, the airline revised the policy with input from their case, adding genuine support instead of pure scrutiny. Public opinion, once blindly approving, now praised the human evolution. Lorenzo and Vincent flew side-by-side routes, openly partnered, mentoring new crew. Lorenzo's family visited Chicago for Thanksgiving, laughter filling the apartment. Vincent's sister graduated debt-free, thanks to their stability. In a quiet Denver layover, they stood on the tarmac watching sunrise paint the mountains. Lorenzo whispered, "I almost lost you to fear." Vincent smiled. "We found each other because of truth." Their kiss under open sky sealed the journey. Colleagues celebrated, society slowly shifted, and two men emerged stronger, kinder, whole. The final flight home felt like victory lap. Passengers smiled knowingly, the sky endless and welcoming. Lorenzo realized the initial question had its answer. Losing the lie gained everything real. In this story of Lorenzo and Vincent, we witness how one corporate policy became the catalyst for authentic living. The lesson is clear. Secrets may protect us temporarily, but only truth frees us to love fully and grow. Advice? If you're hiding who you are, take the small brave step. The right people will catch you. Support those around you without judgment. Empathy changes policies and hearts. Hiding dims your light. Shining it illuminates the path for everyone.